Guys, I'm doing my very first SFX type makeup look. This is like a cut smile and I hope you enjoy it. So the first thing I need to do is remove all of my makeup like on the bottom half of my face because I'm going to be using liquid latex and you don't want that to stick to it. So this is a liquid latex and I'm just using a disposable sponge and I'm just basically mapping out where I want the cut to go, and I'm placing a Kleenex on top of it and just pulling apart, you know, the pieces that don't stick to the latex. So I just do this multiple times back and forth on both sides. In the future, I probably won't use Kleenex just because I find that it is very hard to correct, and I got liquid latex in my hair, so be careful not to do that, or at least pull your hair back when you're doing this. But I'm just applying a few more layers. What you want to do with liquid latex, working with it at all, you just want to make sure it's fully dry before you try to maneuver it. And I'm just using a blow dryer on the cool setting, and I go back and forth with the tissue and the liquid latex yet again, and I just keep building until I get the added like thickness that I want. Right here, I'm just taking foundation and putting it on top of it. I used a couple different foundations and concealers and stuff because it will not cover correctly. That white won't. So if you have ever done anything like this and you are my skin tone, or you've done it on someone in my skin tone, can you please give me like suggestions or maybe even like tips about how to color correct it. Here I'm using like a cream contour stick to try to make it a little bit darker, and then I go in with a very heavy layer of foundation, and I'm just really trying to make it not be as white looking or lighter than my face. Okay, so here I tried to go in with a like a end of a stick. What am I trying to say? Makeup brush. Didn't work. It kind of like tore off everything. So now I'm just going in with my scissors and just cutting it away from my face that way. And I ended up like peeling it apart at the bottom, which is what I didn't want to do. But I'm going in right now and applying a little bit more liquid latex. Just try to use glue. Use it as a glue. And then I'm going back on the other side again and cutting that open too. And I'm just going through and just making sure that it's wide enough to where it actually looks like it's been ripped open. Another thing I don't like about using the Kleenex type thing on my skin tone is that, as you can see, it's completely white on the inside. Of course you can change that, but that's just something I've learned using liquid latex and stuff for the first time. I'm going back over again with like some like concealer and stuff over it because again I'm not happy with the color. So I'm using the Ben Nye rainbow wheel, and I'm just going in with the red and just going through and coloring that and a little bit on my lips too, just to start the blood looking process. And then I'm going to go back in with a little black to make it a little bit darker, and I'm coloring the flaps as well. Again, going back over with different colors. I'm just trying to show you guys the different things I did. It doesn't have to be this hard. But anyway, I'm going with the Ben Nye Bloody Scab, and I'm just using it on a Q-tip, and that gives like the really gory, like juicy, you know, scab or like deep cut look that I really like. So I'm just doing a Q-tip and going into the cuts with that. Next, I'm just using regular blood on a sponge, another disposable sponge, and I'm just putting it all over. It got all over me, so I decided to use the ones that fell all over me. It drips everywhere. The girl I saw do this look actually had like a squeezy tube, and I feel like that would be a lot easier to do the drips because I had such a hard time doing the drips. Like, it took forever for me to be able to get the drips, but yeah. And then I'm just going to start applying it to my neck. It would not drip for anything, like for nothing in the world. It just would not drip. So I'm just going down my neck a little bit. And you can continue to add whatever, but yeah, that is it. It was pretty simple. There's some things I would change, but for my first look, I am very happy with it. I hope you enjoyed this, and like and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Bye.